welcome to lesson number 2. I'm Lee Jenkins. In lesson 1, we discussed the magnificence of your mind. We talked a lot about the subconscious mind and how it's been conditioned. And that conditioning we referred to as a paradigm. So what is a paradigm? Well, paradigms could be controlling virtually every move that you make. So what we're going to do in this lesson is help you to understand how paradigms are formed and how to build a new paradigm that will lawfully guarantee the manifestation of your goals. A paradigm to replace the one presently controlling your life. And once that has occurred, you'll open up a door to a brand new world. Now, Joel Barker, in his book on paradigms, said, to ignore the power of paradigms to influence your judgment is to put yourself at significant risk when exploring the future. To be able to shape your future, you have to be ready and able to change your paradigm. Now let's think for a moment. Why is it that one person is sad and yet another person is happy? Why is one person joyous, prosperous, another person poor and miserable? Why is one person fearful and anxious, yet another full of faith and confidence? Why does one person have a beautiful, luxurious home, while another person lives out a meager existence in a slum? Why is it that one person healed themselves of so-called incurable diseases, while another continues to struggle? Why is it so many good, kind, loving people suffer in their minds and bodies? Why is it that one person is happily married, yet another very unhappy and frustrated? So, is there an answer to these questions in the workings of your subconscious mind? Well, the answer is absolutely yes. It lies in the paradigm. Paradigms are a multitude of habits. Now, the problem is, they're other people's habits. Paradigms are like a program that has been installed in your brain. It's a program that would more likely be installed by people that are very close to you, people that love you very much. These are more likely good people who wanted nothing but the very best for you. The people who were writing your program were giving you what they had, what they believed to be true. More than likely, what they were given when they were growing up. Now, unfortunately, they had no idea what they were really doing. They very well could have been programming you with limiting beliefs that will control the remainder of your life. You see, very few people actually understand the mind. Many parents believe that their primary job was simply for your physical well-being. They had really little or perhaps no knowledge at all of what was actually happening to you mentally. They generally believed that if you're clean and warm and well-fed, well, their job was done. So as you are growing up in this world, you're being programmed by everything that they were thinking. Whatever they were doing and whatever they were saying, their world was becoming your world. Now, cultures are founded on habits, work practices, attitudes, beliefs, and expectations, otherwise referred to as a cultural paradigm. So as you go through life armed with these paradigms, you will approach and react to the world around you, interpreting what you see and experience according to your shared understandings of those culturally determined guidelines. A paradigm shows you that there is a game called life, what that game is, and how you should play it successfully. A change in paradigm, then, is a change to a new game, a new set of rules. And when the rules change, the entire world will appear to be changing as well. Now, let's take a look at when you arrived on the scene. Now, you'll remember the stick person from lesson 1. Now, here we're going to show you that you didn't have any conscious faculties developed yet. And this is how you arrived. That's the baby. No conscious mind, so there's the subconscious mind. It's wide open. You can put anything in it. Now, first, your subconscious mind gets programmed genetically. Now, that's why we look like our relatives. It's built right into the genes at birth. But then we're programmed environmentally. Carl Menninger from the Menninger Foundation said, environment is more important than heredity. This explains why you speak the language you speak. You speak that language because you were surrounded by people that speak the same language. When you were very young, the language went right into your subconscious mind. If you grew up in a home that was bilingual, well, you'd probably be able to speak both languages. Now, you can find small children that speak many languages all around the world. Now, that might seem kind of fascinating to you, but you're going to find that it's actually quite common. It's simply the environment that they grew up in. Now, let's stop and think about the environment that we grew up in. Now here's you as a baby. The ideas, the thoughts, and the concepts that were going on around you at that time were going straight into your subconscious mind through repetition, over and over and over again. Now remember, you were receiving it all day, every day, all week, every week, all month, every month, all year, every year, and that went on for 4 to 5 years. Now by the time you reached 4 or 5 and you were given the ability to think, but keep in mind you've already been programmed. You were programmed to think like the people that you were surrounded by. Now if the people that you were surrounded by went straight through school, then you'd probably grow up and go straight through school. If the people that surrounded you always lived in hard times, never had any money, always in debt, then you probably experience the same today. That's exactly how it works. This is how it happened to me. I was raised to be concerned about hourly wage, benefits, pensions. I was taught that life was a struggle and there was always talk about never having enough money and that I needed to be satisfied with what I have. Now, some of that may ring true with you as well. So here's you. You've been programmed. Now, let's take and think for a moment what happened when you, as a small child, started to think for yourself. Now, think of this. The paradigm controls the state of vibration. The vibration controls the actions we take, and therefore the results we get. Now, here we go. We have you as a small child. Your paradigm and the conscious faculties are now developed. You have the ability to think, and you have the power that's flowing into you. Well, what are you going to think? You're going to think thoughts that are in harmony with your paradigm. That's right. Now, I was raised to believe that you go to work to earn money. Do you know that working is the very worst way to earn money? That's right. You should go to work for satisfaction, not money. You provide service for money. In fact, you can earn more money while you're sleeping. In fact, we teach people how to make more money while they're sleeping than they will ever need while they're awake. Now, you might be thinking that's some type of a pipe dream. No. No, that's a paradigm that's causing you to think that that's a pipe dream. There are people doing exactly that right now. So let's get back to you for a moment. You have been programmed genetically at birth and environmentally through your childhood. Your paradigm is nothing but a multitude of habits. And a habit is an idea that's been programmed into your subconscious mind through repetition. Your paradigm literally controlling your behavior. Consciously, you could think one way, but subconsciously, the other idea will be controlling you. We can read all the self-help books, listen to all the recordings, watch videos, get all excited and say, I can do that. That makes sense. That's logical. But then we can't do it. Why? Think of this for a moment. I want you to accept an idea right now. Let's turn your annual income to a monthly income. I would imagine that you like that idea, but will you do it? Probably not. Your paradigm will stop you. You see, your paradigm literally controls results in your life. Let's think of how the paradigm was formed. The paradigm was formed through repetition. The ideas being planted into your subconscious mind. Now, understand this. Your paradigm dictates your logic. Your paradigm controls how you spend your time. Your paradigm controls your perception of situations. Your paradigm controls your effectiveness. Your paradigm controls the amount of money that you're going to earn. Now, if you want to change your life, if you want different results, you must change your paradigm. You know, most people will say it's kind of crazy to entertain the idea that you can actually take your annual income and turn it into your monthly income. But you know, if you follow these teachings, you'll learn how to do exactly that. You see, we'll show you how to accomplish anything you want to accomplish because we're focusing on showing you how to change your paradigms. When the paradigms change, your life changes. Now, you know why you're getting the results you're getting. It has absolutely nothing to do with your intellect. You see, with your intellect, you can structure ideas on how to do things. But that doesn't mean that you're going to do them. Why? You can believe something on a conscious level, but on a subconscious level, the paradigm believes something completely different. Now, there's a word called praxis. Praxis is the integration of belief with behavior. See, we have to take the beliefs that we have consciously, that we determine by thinking, and plant them in place of that old belief. Now, I grew up with a poor self-image. I felt really fortunate that I was able to get some fairly good jobs based on how I was conditioned. I never would have believed back then that I'd be sharing this information with you today. But you know something? As I changed my paradigms, my whole world changed. In fact, I've been sharing this information with people all over the world for several years now. Following along in this video alone won't help. You must get a full understanding of how to alter the programming inside the paradigm. It's a program. It's a multitude of concepts that are fixed in your subconscious mind that literally control your behavior. If you don't get an understanding of this concept, not much is going to change. This is exactly why people go straight through their lives and keep getting the same results year after year. Now, I heard Mary Morrissey say once, some people live 90 years, while others live 1 year 90 times. You know, becoming aware of paradigms and their limiting ability is not necessarily going to change your situation right away. At this point, you have to become aware of how to alter the paradigms. Now remember, paradigms are a multitude of habits. Some of these habits are good. Some of them give you the results you want and the results that you may actually enjoy. It's the habits that form the negative aspect in the paradigm that require the change. Now, these habits require a considerable amount of change, a considerable amount of attention and discipline before they're going to change. The question then will become, which should we work on first? And of course, how do we change them? You know, people will attend seminars, read a book, listen to audio lessons, which they find motivates them. And they even often experience improvement in their results. But it's always temporary, never permanent. And that's because the improved behavior that is causing the improvement is forced and can't be sustained. The new behavior ultimately gives way to the old. The old habitual behavior returns, the same as the old results. To experience a permanent improvement in your results, you must be willing to work on changing your paradigm. You know, if a negative habit is not consciously and deliberately replaced with a positive habit, another negative habit will automatically replace it. You must, at this point, understand to change your results, you must take full responsibility for your behavior. When a person refuses to accept responsibility for the results in their life, they reject their uniqueness and turn all their power over to other people's situations or circumstances. They are then no longer in control of their own future. They'll be wishing for something good will happen, but because of past experiences, they'll very likely be expecting something bad to happen. Now, when you accept full responsibility for your life and for your results, you will develop confidence that your dream can be realized, that your plans can be carried out. Awareness of this magnificent truth is one of the greatest, if not by far the greatest thing that can happen in your life. It's like Aladdin's lamp, a magic wand, a tooth fairy, all wrapped up into one. Okay, this is bringing us to the end of this particular lesson, but it's a very important lesson for you to constantly review, just as the other lessons are as well. To change the results you're going to get in life, you're going to need to be disciplined and spend a respectable amount of time studying this program. Now, you've heard it before, and I've said, trust me, if you're committed to change and willing to do what is necessary, you'll be able to live the life of your dreams. Spend time every morning and every evening, just like I said before, reviewing this video. Spend time throughout the day listening to the audio version, and most importantly, review your power guide as many times as possible. Take your time with the questions provided and really think carefully when answering. It's important to really internalize what you're learning here. Do this each and every day and you'll be shocked at the change that happens in your life. I'm Lee Jenkins.